San Marcos, Texas, and Hays County, and we're going live around the world. This is We the People. This is Thursday, the 23rd of September. I'm Rob Rourke, your host, and we are streaming to you live thanks to the technology of Coolites, and we are at smtx.tv, and glad to have you with us tonight. We've got a really good show, and we've got a lot to talk about tonight, but always remember, this show is about you, we the people, getting involved and getting out and understanding that it is all of us working together in the community that helps to make the community strong, and to your voice and what you say counts. So on that note, make sure you call in tonight, 512-754-0084. And we are already ready to go here. Dancing, our local dancing guy. And yeah, the idea here is that we've got lots of people here in San Marcos that are getting out, and everybody has their own way of getting involved. Some of it is running for office. Our dancing guy, the famous dancing guy from San Marcos, he gets out there in the middle of the summer and advertises for businesses, but he has fun doing it. He enjoys it. And you each are going to have a different calling. So that's what we try to highlight here on the show. And our next guest, Mr. Andrew Gary, is his calling had to do with when ACC came to town and said, we want to build a campus here in the San Marcos CISD. And you got involved. How many years ago did this start with your involvement?
2004 is when I first started getting involved in this. I don't remember, in 2005 I think they were going to make an attempt in 2005, and then they found out they needed to get a part of Guadalupe County that's in the San Marcos Independent School District out of Alamo College jurisdiction and into ACC's what they call their service district. And so they deferred in 2005, and their real effort was in 2006. And that's when I got involved in it, and we got this group we call Citizens for San Marcos First to oppose the tax annexation. Now you have to understand that ACC's been here for years. This is not about bringing ACC into San Marcos and into San Marcos Public Schools. The issue is whether or not we're becoming part of their tax district. Now we've been part of their service district since the legislature put us there several years ago. And under that service district, they have certain obligations, and under those obligations, they've had classes at San Marcos High School facilities for a number of years.
Right. So we've got classes that are going on right now in a satellite program here on at the old San Marcos, at the satellite school that we've got.
Well, they've got night classes at the new high school, and they have day classes at the, I can't remember what that old bit would be. It's part of Goodnight now, but it's part of the old high school on there. Mm-hmm. And you have two types of classes on these things. And one of them, they call them dual credit classes that the San Marcos High School students can enroll in. They've had a substantial increase since they started hiring San Marcos High School teachers as adjunct teachers, and those teachers recruit their students. But this annexation, right now, those students, because they're using the San Marcos High School facility, don't pay any tuition whatsoever. And there's approximately 100 a semester. And this annexation will not affect them economically in any way unless ACC withdraws its operations from San Marcos High School.
So everything will stay the same. Basically, when the citizens go into the voting booth on either early voting or on November 2nd, they will be voting on a referendum that basically says what?
Well, the ballot does not really say what the real issue is. The real issue is whether or not the voters of San Marcos are going to agree to become annexed to ACC's tax district. We're already in their service district, but you get a different, when you begin into their tax district, they get to tax you, of course. Neither the petition, nor the ballot, nor any resolution passed by the city had the word tax in it. It's misleading. That tax currently is right at 10 cents per, I think it's per 100 on that thing, but legally it can go up to $1 per 100. Now, they had a referendum in 2003 that said that it wouldn't go over 9 cents for maintenance and operation and 1 cent for bond payment. But I don't know if that referendum is, and I'm trying to find out, is mandatory, or whether, as far as what the board of directors can actually fix that tax, or whether they can fix the tax anywhere up to $1 and face the wrath of the Austin voters.
Let me go on back. Let me boil this down for everyone, because I know a lot of the backstory, but a lot of our viewers may not. So this, in order to get this on the ballot, you have to have voters sign a petition, and you had to have, and what they wanted on the ballot was to include us in the taxing district.
That isn't what the petition said, though.
What did the petition say?
It just said basically to annex San Marcos Independent School District to the ACC district for I don't know whether it was community college or junior college purposes. That's all it said. It did not say it would become part, that there was any tax liability that occurred. And the reason I first got into this thing, because there's two things way back in 2006. Number one, it came out in the paper that they were saying there was about approximately 1,000 San Marcos area students that were enrolled in ACC. Well, all my boys went to San Marcos High School. I knew that they only graduated about 400 per year, and I just didn't think that there could be 1,000 San Marcos High School students who were raised here in San Marcos and part of it that were in that ACC. The other thing was they kept talking about the tax on residential real estate. They never mentioned in any of their publications the fact that they taxed all ad valorem property that's taxable under the regular ad valorem, which includes all business property, all business equipment, all business inventory, and rental properties. They haven't really told the kids up here at the college on there that if they may get a economic benefit from reduced tuition while they're enrolled in ACC, but everybody else at Texas State that is renting in San Marcos are going to pay increased rents. And as those taxes go up, those rents are going to go up.
Well, let me stop you just a second, because I want to go back. There was one thing that you mentioned. How many students did we graduate from San Marcos High School last year?
I think it's approximately 400. It's been pretty consistent. We're not, our high school is not, when my boys went through here, there was 300 and something back in the 80s on that thing. But San Marcos High School is not really growing that fast.
Okay, so we've got, so let's just say it even 500. Say that we're going to go up a little bit, about 500. Now they're saying that they expect enrollment for this school to be about what? About 1,000?
3,000.
3,000.
That's what they said they're going to build for.
Okay, so we're going to build a facility for 3,000. Okay, here we are again in our worst economic downturn. Luckily for us in Hays County, we've been kind of insulated, but the county tax revenues are going down on their sales taxes right now, and I know the city's starting to deal with this, and we're looking at going and building a facility for 3,000 students, when right now, even if we got every single student out of San Marcos High School, and now Hays ISD is already, they've got a facility, correct?
No, they don't have one. They're trying to, they have classes in their schools. Okay. But the ACC at this time has got up for election in November, tax annexation of San Marcos Independent School District, the Hays Independent School District, the Bastrop Independent School District, the Eldon Independent School District, and there's one more, there's 5. I don't know which one they are.
Yeah, and you mentioned about the Bastrop, and I wanted to one of the things that when I was going across the news, producer, switch on the screen here for me on TV2. The Bastrop residents, this is not just in Hays County that people are questioning, what is this going on? Bastrop residents seek to keep ACC annex questions off the ballot. Suit seeks cancellation of ACC election in Bastrop School District. And I know we're not going to talk about, there's a couple suits that are going on here. We're going to stay away from talking about those tonight. But, this is, we the people in the area are beginning to wonder, what's going on here? Because, there's evidently some incentive. And what I'm hearing is that we're trying to sell the students and the voters here on campus that here's a cheaper way that you can go to ACC, get cheaper tuition, then come back to Texas State, and that it helps Texas State with their crowding issues, or I'm not sure where it helps there, but we're trying to sell this as cheaper tuition.
That's the main benefit that they offer on this in-district tuition versus out-of-district tuition. And of course, that tuition can change by their board of directors. There's not any guarantees. I'm a lawyer, almost been practicing law for 50 years, and that was one of the first things that I noticed on this thing after I got into it, that this is one of the most one-sided legal arrangements I've ever seen. It's perpetual. Once you get in it, you can't get out. The only way you can get out of that is if you get a special statute through the legislature, and to do so, you're going to have to fight ACC's lobby, and you're going to have to fight the community college lobby in the legislature.
Oh, great.
There's the control is with the 400 and some odd thousand voters in Austin. They elect the trustees on there. We have 40-something thousand voters in our district on there. There's no way that we're going to have any real representation on that board of directors. There's no recourse. Now, from the lawyer, you have to understand when you say no recourse, that means that you have no legal remedies if they don't do what they say they're going to do. So you've got a perpetual, no recourse, total control legal arrangement.
So we are basically, if we go in and we vote for this poorly worded referendum on November 2nd, that we are going to be giving away our rights here in Hays to control taxation that is almost as much, if not more, than what the county tax rate is or what the city of San Marcos tax rate is.
I don't know about that. I know they'd be taking $3 million a year out of the San Marcos Independent School District property owners based on the present rate. I don't think there's any reasonable probability they'll go up to the full dollar where it would be $30 million a year.
Yeah.
But there is no guarantee, and nobody can tell you 5 years from now what the tax rate is going to be, what the tuition is going to be, who the board of directors are going to be. It's all a thing that is, you've just lost all control. And what has irritated me, and I pointed this out to some, the city of San Marcos, Texas State, the San Marcos School District, and ACC their board of directors would never agree and bind them to the type of legal obligation that they want the voters of the property owners of San Marcos to agree to. They just wouldn't do it. It's, if somebody come in my office and say, I'm going to enter into this deal, and I say, well, what is your recourse? I don't have any recourse. How do you get out of it? I can't get out of it. Who controls it? They control it. What do you have to give? Well, I have to give $3 million a year. Well, that's ridiculous.